Hey there, what's happening? You caught me at an interesting time. We are in more or less the last, 8 days of the year, and we're supposed to be packed out by, May 12th. So, as it stands, I'm currently packing a bunch of my stuff tonight, just kind of putting clothes away, and, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Well, it's not that interesting, because it's just packing. So, I guess we can fast forward this part and skip to the part that you guys, actually care about. We're doing OSCE practice tomorrow night, because we have an OSCE on Saturday morning. So, we'll just get this part rolling and then, skip to the OSCE bit. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back from campus for the day. I'm gonna get to the gym pretty quickly. Like I said, I'm skipping through a lot of what we're doing today because what you guys are probably here for is the actual OSCE practice. We're prepping for our OSCE tomorrow. It's the last one of the year. I forget what it is. 3 stations. One's like behavioral. One is like cranial nerve testing. One is, I forget what the other one is. I'll find out tomorrow. That's really all I have on the go. What else is happening? Oh man, crazy story came out. So next term we have a bioethics element. And bioethics is interesting because it's like there's this weird balance between trying to become a medical doctor and saving lives and treating patients, and also having to balance like the ethics involved and the decisions that are sometimes not particularly easy to make. So what happened yesterday, we had a small group, watched 2 videos on just different cultural elements and different cultural backgrounds and how they relate to medicine. And one of the cases that came up, aside from what we watched, one of the cases that one of my colleagues brought up was this idea that there was a woman who basically had a difficult pregnancy, and at the end of her term, it came down to the possibility that if the pregnancy proved difficult, then she would have to do a C-section. Now, I don't know if the doctor, provided all the information as far as like what residual scarring would be left and what could be done to remove the scarring. But as far as I understand, what happened is that the woman, upon speaking to the doctor, understood that she would be scarred. And I believe that in her culture, that scarring would lead to her husband leaving her because it represented like an impurity. So her reasoning is that she doesn't want the C-section under any circumstances because her husband will leave her, and that will be just a shame to her family and to herself. And as somebody who's going into medicine, as somebody who's going to be a doctor, like the obvious decision to me, especially being apart from this woman's culture, the obvious decision to me seems to be, if push comes to shove, and if it comes to this point, you save the baby and the mom, like you do the C-section. The doctor felt the same way. Pregnancy was difficult, pregnancy was tough. The doctor ended up doing the C-section, saved the baby, saved mom, all are happy. And when the woman came to, I guess, and realized that she had a C-section, she was livid. And the story followed that the husband left her basically everything that she said culturally was going to happen happened. They then followed the story by going to court, sued the doctor, successfully won their case. The doctor then lost this case in a very, obviously very emotional, extremely controversial point of contention, because as somebody in medical school, as somebody who's going to become a doctor, if you tell me to do anything other than what I've been trained to do, and anything other than what I've been basically groomed the last 12 years at that point, to save lives and to do everything in my power to save a life, if you tell me otherwise, to do anything other than that, that's a very big point of contention for me, because I've been trained to save lives and to make people's lives better. That's what I've been trained to do. But there's the obvious element that this woman didn't give her consent to C-section. She didn't give her consent to being, to being open, and as a result of it, it ruined her life. For the doctor, it's a lose-lose situation in this case. There is no lesson to be learned except for get a better lawyer. From a medical point of view, one would assume that on looking at that case, the doctor saved the baby's life and the mother's life. The scarring, even though it led to something that wasn't good, should not have been enough to sue the doctor, as far as I'm concerned. I can only give my biased and ignorant opinion on this idea, but the concept is just that there are ethics involved with this practice of medicine that we're going into, and there are some seriously hard decisions to be made at some point down the road. I don't envy anybody who has to make that decision. I hope I never get thrown in a position like that. Anyways, that's my little rant. Apparently, I can rant based on ethics. I just think that somebody should have come to the doctor's defense and actually defended her, at least to say. But I don't think that, I don't know, it sets me up. Anyways, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to then meet up with the group for OSCE practice. It should be a little bit happier. I'm not going to bring up any ethics issues. We're just going to do a couple tests and stuff and practice. Whoa, excuse me. Hey, so I'm back from the gym. I'm going to head down to campus right now. We got to meet up and do some OSCE practice, like I said. And hopefully we can get some good practical practice in. Hopefully we can get some good practice in. Listen, based on my discussion earlier, in the event that you have like thoughts, ideas, comments, anything related to the ethics of that discussion we had, please do me a favor, comment in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think. I don't think I've ever done one of these before. One of these call for thoughts and or ideas, etc., etc. So I'd love to see what you guys think on, that controversial ethical idea of the woman in the C-section. Would love to get you guys' thoughts, and as I move forward with med, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of these bioethics stuffs coming up. A lot more of these bioethical issues coming up, so that should be interesting to keep in mind as we go. Anyways, I'm going to get going. I will see you very shortly.
Also make sure they have their feet bent.
Yeah.
Go for the liver.
If they're
everything
they're gonna be supine, but they'll have their knees bent to relax the abdominal muscles, so it's easier for you. Also, you need to finish giving the 3-part command before you hand the baby.
The 3-part command being.
I need you to take it from me, fold it in half, and put it on the ground.
They're gonna watch you.
That's like the ice in your veins.
Bone, but that's fine. It didn't hurt. No, it didn't hurt. Ah, yeah! Manny, you have to get her consent.
You
We're
can
on
go,
stage
dude.
right now.
Dude, I don't actually think you guys want this.
So we're just resuming the interview.
You're winking at him.
That's what I do.
I know. Chrissy licks her lips.
I've actually seen Chrissy drool on a patient.
Yeah. That's better, because if not,
Hand
it's
sanitizer. I'm a first-year medical
Oh,
student.
yeah.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Very nice to meet you. So Jeremy, what brings you in here today?
I've been having trouble with my memory. I can't remember any of my favorite sports teams or when they play.
Oh really?
That sucks.
So sorry.
You didn't just do it
You
properly.
can handle that well. Bro, that sucks.
I can't even imagine.
Real question.
No, because what I'll do on that one, I'll be like, oh, perfect.
Like, wow. Yeah, like mine are not.
Okay, so we just got back from OSCE practice. I had to pick up a couple groceries. I'm going to call it a day at this point. I'm going to end the vlog. There we go. I'm going to call it a day at this point. I'm going to end the vlog. edit this, chop it up, and put it up this weekend. And by the time you see this, I should be done the OSCE. And I should be back to packing. And that should be it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And so much love to you. Sending you all the best vibes. And I love you. And be good. And thanks. That's really it. Thanks, guys. Take care. Peace. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.